Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Franklin here, and today I'm gonna be showing another Wi-Fi battle replay against my boy Jay, who you guys may be very familiar with, as I played other Wi-Fi battles with him on the LC tier. And I'm using a pretty standard team. Actually, I'm using specifically a Rate My team, I believe, from the LC Smogon forums. And I'm going against his very feline team. You can see his first four Pokemon are cats, a spider, and a metal plate. But anyways, here we are. And so I ended up getting Link's Awakening, even though I was heavily debating because I was trying to save money for Sword and Shield, or wait to play Sword and Shield. But it happened, and so far Link's Awakening is a pretty good game. There are some frame rate drops here and there, but it doesn't neglect the gameplay, so that's awesome. So I was gonna host the Shiny Necrozma giveaway, but unfortunately I'm feeling very sick, or about to be sick, and I got a new game. So it might be till next weekend or sometime next week where I might host the giveaway. It's gonna happen for sure. I just need to figure out when exactly, because it is a very tedious commitment. But anyways, he leads off with his Litten, and I lead off with my Dweeble. And obviously, since he led this off, more likely it's gonna have Fake Out, which that's why I led with the little crab here, or whatever you are. So my weak armor activates because I get my -1 defense and I get +2 speed. So now I can fire off any move I want, but more than likely I'm gonna get off my rocks because a pretty good chunk of his team does get affected by it. And I do want to break the Arachnids, not the Arachnids, the Dewpider's Focus Sash. And we're missing moves here left and right, man. He missed his first Will-O-Wisp. I missed, of course, my own move, which is BS. And his second Will-O-Wisp, it's me. I'm burned. Doesn't really matter because this little crab here doesn't really give a shit. Because I can just get up my spikes up here, and I'm just setting up all the hazards in the world because I'm not really threatened by this. Like, the whole point of this is of Dweeble, or Barker's name in this case. His whole point is to essentially just get rocks up and get spikes up because I just want to cripple his team. So he goes on to his little metal plate, which obviously is a shield or the Bronzor. Whatever, man. It doesn't matter to me, honestly, because I'm at a ridiculous amount of speed. I'm just going to keep getting some spikes up, but this time I'm going to go for the knockoff, and I'm going to knock whatever this thing has, and it's a berry juice, of course. So he gets its own rocks, which it doesn't really bother my team, because as you'll see later on in the match, it's not going to really matter. So I'm burnt. I can't really do much, but I can get another layer of spikes, and I believe that's my second layer of spikes. So now everybody is going to go through some very tough times, switching in and out. Goes for the heavy slam, and I believe that does knock me out, which is fine. Like I said, I don't need Dweeble that much in this match because I don't care. But in comes the big boy Pawniard, and you look at the rest of his team with spikes and stealth rocks, doesn't look pretty good. So I go for the knockoff here, and even though his item is already knocked off, this shit just died. It just whop, it just became a plate, a dinner plate. So now he goes on to his Thirsty, which most likely was his Dewpider. I mean, doesn't really matter because Pawniard's knockoff is coming in pretty hot right now. But what he doesn't realize is that Pawniard is a little special here. Of course, I go for the knockoff, and it does so much to the Dewpider, even though it was Eviolite. It did over half, which is insane, because it's a stab move for Pawniard, which is awesome. I don't have to switch out, because why not? Why should I switch out? Or I should say not why not, but why? Why should I switch out? I can just spam knockoff. Look at his team. His team has actual 0 dark resist. And switching into this thing is a big mistake on his part, because not only that he gets off the Intimidate on my Pawniard, the problem is I get my +2 speed. But what he doesn't realize is that he goes for the Fake Out, which it's an okay move, which is fine. He knows I have Defiance, so I don't have any of that stuff. But then, at this point he realizes, oh crap, he's Choice Scarf. Why is he staying in? I'm at +2 attack, and I'm scarfed? It don't matter. The game is pretty much dead, because as long as I got my spikes up and stealth rocks, a little chip damage, which is about, you can see as the HP bar is going down, it's roughly 30% damage off the top of the head for anybody who's weak to rocks. At +2 attack with a stab boosted knockoff, I'm able to knock out his entire team, regardless. And at this point, it's pretty much, it's pretty much over because there's no way that the rest of his feline team is going to be able to endure a +2 knockoff. So he goes for another fake out, trying to chip me away. But again, it doesn't matter because I resist that. My boy can just keep getting hit with fake outs. It ain't going to matter. And I'm choice scarfed. So then he goes for the sucker punch here. Obviously, it's not going to do too much because I am bulky and I resist that. And it's a life orb, meow, meow. So I'm able to go over a +2 knockoff and knock that thing out. So now, it's pretty much destruction at this point because the last little mon that we have here is Skitty. And Skitty, obviously with Normalize and Little Cup, is kind of a threat because it can hit pretty hard. But, at this point, it's pretty much over. He goes for a fake out, does 4. Yeah, it literally does 4. But again, because I'm bulking, I don't really care. Goes for a sucker punch. Now, if this knocked me out, and which it actually did, it doesn't really matter because it's now Skitty versus the world. It's impossible for him to come back. Because now my Mienfoo here is going to be able to take any hit he wants. And I know Skitty has Normalized, which pretty much makes its normal type moves very, very effective. But I am Choice Scarf here myself. It's a double Choice Scarf team. So I'm able to trick my opponent into thinking, wow, if I get rid of Pony, there might be a chance. But at this point, it's already over. I just slain 4 cats in a row. And that's how it is. And so, pretty straightforward team. It is a dual Choice Scarf team with my Mienfoo and my Pawniard. And I didn't even get to use the rest of the team, which is pretty interesting. But anyways, yeah, so I apologize if I'm not able to do the Shiny Necrozma giveaway now or this weekend. But for sure, probably next week and the week, maybe next weekend when there's time and I'm feeling a lot better. Because it does drain a bit of my health because it's a tedious commitment, especially with YouTube notifications, and YouTube is going through some crazy stuff right now. But anyways, it's your boy Franklin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you guys later. Peace.